Hello everybody, today we're doing a video response in regards to Black Ram's 313 video titled My Phobia of Cryptocurrencies. In the video, Ram discusses his phobias and reasons why he's apprehensive to invest in cryptocurrencies. Now, before I begin the video, let me just state for the record, I'm not a financial advisor, guru, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert. I'm simply a hobbyist, enthusiast, and a cryptocurrency investor myself. And I decided, you know what? Let me do my own research because some of these questions are interesting. And let's have a discussion about this. Don't take my word for it. Consult with a financial professional, consult with a scientist, do your own research. I decided to do my own, and this is what I came up with. Here I go. Number one, Ram asks, what would happen if an EMP hits the grid system? EMP stands for electromagnetic pulse. Ram ponders what would happen if an EMP hit and states that it would not just render cryptocurrency useless, but digital currency as well, i.e., centralized banks. Ram is correct. In such an event, your main worry would not just be your bitcoins or cryptos, but getting your basic need met. Food, water, medicine, clothing, guns, and bullets to protect yourself from bandits and people who are desperate to survive. According to Chairman Dr. William R. Graham and Chief of Staff Dr. Peter Vincent Pry of the Commission to Assess the Threat to the United States from an EMP attack, they told the Committee on Homeland Security that the U.S. is facing a doomsday scenario that they claim that 90% of Americans would die within the first year of an EMP attack. So forget Bitcoins or your digital currency or cryptos. Your main worry would be survival. Number two. Now, number two is a two-part question. Here we go. What if cryptocurrency is a government psyop, aka psychological operation, to introduce a new world order and a one world currency? Also, what if cryptocurrency is the mark of the beast? Okay, no, but seriously, um, let me start off by using an analogy by Ted or Tango Nevada. A bank can't create a centralized, decentralized currency. That's a contradiction. If they did, it would not be a real decentralized blockchain. It would be something else entirely, basically just a digital fiat, which most of us currently use as of now anyway. But a centralized blockchain is like having a horseless buggy that uses horses. Now, some of you may not know what a blockchain is. A blockchain is a ledger that keeps records of digital transactions instead of having a central administrator like a bank or the government. This is what makes cryptocurrency so attractive. Blockchain organizes data in batches called blocks. These data batches use cryptographic validation to link themselves together. In other words, each block identifies and references the previous block by a hash value, forming an unbroken chain. Okay, so that's the definition of blockchain for those that didn't know. And in essence, the government already has a fiat or a currency system in place. To make a brand new one that focuses on privacy and anonymity doesn't make sense from a logistical point of view if you're the government. Another point in regards to the mark of the beast, if you're old enough to remember, Christians, Hebrew Israelites were in an uproar when the fingerprint technology was first introduced to the general public. Christians and Hebrew Israelites were also in an uproar when credit cards and debit cards were created. Now you seldom hear anything about the Christians saying anything about these things. Now, I'm more inclined to believe that radio frequency identification chips, also known as RFID, are more probable to be the mark. Why? The chips can be implanted, they can be used to buy and trade. Also, these chips can monitor your health, such as blood pressure, blood sugar, but most of all, these chips can track your location and know where you're at all times. Now, with cryptocurrency, it's built on anonymity as well as privacy. And it's really difficult for that to be implanted. Another thing, though, that comes to mind is what if it's a government psyop? Let's talk about that a little bit more, since I already answered the question. But Ram does bring up an interesting point. Who created cryptocurrency? Now, the first cryptocurrency was created by Satoshi Nakamoto. No one is sure who Satoshi is. There's a lot of speculation that Satoshi was being found out because that Bitcoin was illegal to create. The crazy part is there's so many theories that it'll make your head spin. First, Satoshi Nakamoto's name translates to clear thinking inside the foundation. The media thought it was Dorian Nakamoto, a man from California, but it was not. Now, Ted Nelson, who's an American pioneer in regards to technology, thinks it's Tsushi Makazuku, a Japanese mathematician. However, there's no proof. The NSA has denied that they are the Satoshi Nakamoto, but the NSA claims that they know who the real Satoshi Nakamoto is. However, they aren't going to declassify that information because he hasn't done anything wrong. Why would the NSA know who the guy is? Well, the Obama administration was concerned that Satoshi was a spy or an agent of Russia or China, and that Bitcoin, which is a cryptocurrency, could be weaponized in the future. That cryptocurrency was developed by an advanced AI, also known as artificial intelligence, to begin the steps of taking over the world. You know, kind of like Skynet and the Terminator. So, I mean, there's a lot of speculation in regards to who started it. However, for me, I find it very hard that the government would create Bitcoin in a grassroots style system due to the fact that it makes it harder to track who's using it. And Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are all built on privacy with the blockchain technology. Number 3, Ram is afraid of missing out on something good. Look, I was a little skeptical of cryptocurrency myself. I mean, I first heard about it back in September 2016 when I interviewed amateur investor Workless Wealth. He had spoken all these great things about cryptocurrency, and nothing he said made any sort of sense to me. It wasn't until I spoke to a millionaire who's very successful with various business ventures when he told me about cryptocurrency that I jumped on board. However, I was still skeptical. Did I throw my entire life savings at it? No. What I did is I took what I call bar money and threw at it. What is bar money? Well, when you go to a bar, right, to have a drink and some appetizers, there's a certain budget that you allot yourself. I mean, for some people, it may be $50. For some people, maybe 100. Some people, it may be more. So I decided, you know what? When I go to the bars, usually I spend anywhere from 20 to $50. So I decided, you know what? My first crypto investments, let me throw $100 in. That's 2 nights at the bar. Okay. And I'm glad I did, because after my first month, I got 20% OR, return of investment. And so my thing is this, and once again, this is what I did. Don't throw your life savings at it. Throw your bar money at it and see what happens. You know, you don't want to lose your entire savings to this. And then when you see the benefits, then you can stack a little bit more. And when you make profits, then you can always skim off the top and then enjoy those profits or reinvest if you choose to do so. Anyway, once again, I'm not a guru. I'm not an investor. All my citations of websites that I read and other videos that I watched to make this videos are listed in the description box. I hope that you found value from this video. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at solotv84@gmail.com. I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at solotv84. Yep, solotv84. And I hope everybody has a great day. Peace.
Dom the Monko.